So you're here because you passed the first interview. You also showed them your portfolio, and they tell you they're interested in you. But to proceed to the next steps, you need to do a take-home design assignment.
No, God!
I know what you feel. You've already worked so hard on your resume and portfolio, and the last thing you need is another task to prove yourself. But design challenges are here to stay. So if you're faced with that same situation and don't know where to start, in this video, I'll be showing you how I tackled my take-home design challenge that landed me my first full-time job in design. It took me 1 year before I fully landed a full-time job. So before this, I've already done a couple of interviews and design assignments, but this particular one brought it home for me. I did this project during the pandemic, and the position I applied for is for a web and graphic designer role. The skill sets needed for this role leans more toward the visual side, because during my time here, I wasn't only designing wireframes and assets for the website, I was also designing social media posts, infographics, and other marketing materials that they need. For this position, I went through 3 stages of panel interviews. The first interview is about getting to know about each other and more about the company. It was followed by a second interview, which was a portfolio presentation of my work. And after that interview, they told me that I need to do a take-home design challenge within a 1-hour period. And depending on the results of the assignment, I would then get asked to come back for a third and final interview and discuss the designs I did. When my second interview ended, I got an email from the hiring manager with the design assignment. And here are some parts of it. You have been tasked with developing a responsive website for a new healthy snack company. The goal is to propose a healthy alternative to junk food snacks. Your first assignment to secure the work is to present a style tile for the site. And last, list some of the elements that you would include in the style tile, the choices that you would make, and particularly why. So if you're under pressure, 1 hour is really not a lot of time. So the first thing I did after that design challenge was to go in Google and type in, what is a style tile? Yeah, I didn't know what a style tile is. A style tile illustrates what a website would look like at a high level. So here you show the main assets you're going to use in your site, so this includes the font, the colors, and the type of imagery that you're planning to use. Now that I know what a style tile is, and after looking at other examples online, I started thinking of words that I would associate with a healthy snack company. Some of the words I thought of are responsible, fulfilling, positive, and guilt-free. Based on those words and looking at competitors, I chose colors that show that this is a fun and energetic brand. To expand on my style tile, I went ahead and designed a product page, and since I only have 1 hour, I made the page simple with the image of the product and its benefits. Once I finished the designs, I sent out an email with an attached PDF that had the designs, and I did a short explanation of my thinking. Adding your process and your thinking in your email is important because these design challenges are meant to test how you think on the spot. A few days later, I got a call saying that they wanted to book another Zoom call with me to discuss the designs I did. I remember being excited, but the pressure also got into me. Before this interview, I've already done a few with other companies who rejected me after doing 1 to 2 rounds of interview, so getting this job means a lot to me. Before going on the presentation, I planned on expanding the work that I did. 1 hour is not a lot of time, so the presentation is a chance for me to explain more of my thinking. Since you don't have a lot of time, you need to assess what the company values the most. If they value research, you need to focus on that. So from the interviews I did, I get the sense that this position is more visual rather than research heavy, so I focus more on designing more pages and making them responsive. And here's the presentation I did on Google Slides. After reading the brief for the design exercise, I identified some key points, like for example, the goal here, which is to create a responsive website to introduce a healthy snack alternative to junk food snack. And I also identified 3 objectives, which is to provide information about the main products, make the site fun, and make people great after leaving the site. And last, I listed the deliverables, which is the style tile for the site, and the list of the elements that are included in that. And before I started designing the style tile, I listed some words that I would associate with the healthy snack brand. Those include responsible, fulfilling, positive, and guilt-free. And based on those words, I chose these colors that are vibrant to show that the brand is fun and energetic. And these are also based on healthy ingredients, like for example, green for vegetables, and then orange and yellow are more fruity colors. And as you can see here, this is the style tile I created. And first you can see the colors are added here. And then for the font, I chose Cabin, which is a sans serif font. This is to make the designs feel more modern but not too serious. And by combining the fonts and the colors I've used, I started to create components like the buttons here and font styles, for example, for the headline and this inline link here. I've also included the words that I associate with the brand, and for the images, I added in some samples of the visual style I'm trying to portray. For example, we're using fresh ingredients to show the benefits of the products, using pattern to showcase more of the colors I want, and use photos of people like families here, for example. And once I was done with the style tile, I continue exploring my designs and see how it would look like when I use the style tile on actual pages of the website. And here's the landing page I did for the website. So once the user lands on the page, I want them to see a picture of the product right away. So I have them in their packaging here. And if they want to go through each of the product, they can use the arrows here because this is built like a carousel, so they can go through it one by one. And if they decided they want to have more information about a specific product, they can click on the packaging here, for example, and they will be brought to this page where they'll be given more information about the product, and they will have two options, and either to buy it now, or if they want to explore more about the product, they can choose this button here, and that will lead them to this page where I was trying to also have fun with the layout, where I put the product out of the packaging, and then we're giving them more detailed information about the product that they're looking at. This adds a fun interaction into the site and gives the user more reason to explore the website and also know more about the products. And for my last slide here, you can also see that I created the pages to be responsive on mobile. After the presentation, the panel asked me some questions, and one of them even asked, my question is, what are the next steps you would take after designing the style tile? But you told me, I think you already answered that because you created the desktop and mobile wireframes in your designs. So I think by going beyond what was asked, I showed the interviewers that I'm really passionate about this work and I really want the job. The interview finished and they told me that I will get the call in the next few days if I land the job. But only 1 hour later, I got a call from the hiring manager telling me that they want me to be part of their team. So after a year of job hunting and getting multiple rejections, that is how I landed my first full-time job as a designer. I hope this video inspires you to keep looking for the design job that you want. And if you're looking for more design videos like this, please consider subscribing to my channel. Thank you!